set anything up yet, so bear with me for 2 seconds. Where is everything hiding? Right. Let's get my chat boxes up so I can actually see everybody. Right. Bloody thing. Right. That's a 1. Just gotta get the older YouTube one up. We'll get there, guys. Straight off of the train today, so took me a second. Right, that's our YouTube up. Okay, so let's go live. Can't remember what I'm doing now. God, I've lost everything. There we go. We are rolling now. Only just. So, we're doing another alien radio signal hunt tonight. We're searching on the hydrogen line. That is the line at the top of the screen that scientists theorize we are most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there message. Just like the wow signal back in the 1970s. A-Up's already in. How are you doing there? Carl, are you in as well? Hello. And Carl, your stickers, thank you for those. I didn't notice until this morning that you'd ordered those, but they will be shipped to you tomorrow. So thank you, Carl, for that. How is everyone doing tonight? So it is absolutely coming down, cats and dogs. So I rolled straight off the train from work, got absolutely soaked, and then come straight in there. And Shepsy's in over on the YouTube. How are you doing there? And Grandad M, thank you for the likes. It is those likes and those shares that help us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena. Okay, I'm always talking to myself. On my own worst company. And look, we're getting the signal back, the interference signal, it's back there, but also we're still getting that ridge from the other night. How is everyone doing? Raf's in over on the YouTubes as well. Morgana as well, thank you for the heart, it's very, very kind. And it all goes back into the stream. How is everyone tonight there? You're an early bird, up, definitely there. Cracked out work, so looking forward to you guys this evening. I feel you there. Oh, has it been a day? Numbers are not my strong suit, and I was drowning. I drowned like an accountant from the 50s. I had all of the papers stacked around me trying to figure some things out. But we're here, we're in a happy place with all of you guys, aren't we? We're going to be searching for more weird and wonderful things, evidence of the highly strange, and the background noise there. Look at that, it's already looking a little bit interesting tonight there. Thank you for those extra gifts, Morgana. That's very, very kind of you there. How are you doing tonight? And thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
Let me scroll through, catch up on my chat. Also, no, thank you, matey. Alan very much appreciates it there. Oh, and Chipsy, you're over in on the TikTok as well. And everybody, thank Morgana for the treasure box there when you claim that one. Robbie as well. Everybody's coming in there. Scottish Plains spot out as well. Nemo too. How is everyone? Thank you for the likes. And Jason, how you doing there? What's the difference between the blue and orange bars? Really, really good question. Sorry, I haven't done my introductions yet. So what's happening on the screen? So we're searching for alien radio signals or potential alien radio signals. Very hard to confirm, but that's what we're on the lookout for. So as the Earth rotates, our dish will sweep across the sky, passing over different stars. Hopefully one of those stars is going to have a planet that's inhabited by intelligent life sending us a signal. If it does, it'll come through in this top section here. Where's my cursor? There it is. Right, so it's going to come through on this section here. This is the live radio signals coming in across all the different frequencies there. It's like your old tuner on your radio dial, but we're seeing everything coming in from a wide range of frequencies, but we're really interested on this yellow line here and just a bit around it as well there. That's the focal point of interest. That's where scientists think we're most likely to see the action, and we have seen some things in the past. Now, this middle section, this is the analysis section. It takes what we're seeing there, all of those live signals, which are very dynamic and very all about the shop, very precise, but then it displays them in a different way here, so based on averages. That's how we can actually start to see some patterns and some trends. So you can't actually see the spikes that are coming through there, but they're being displayed here because of how that, oh god, there we go, hold on, I have to restart that one. It's had a bit of a sulk there. Oh, it's still having a sulk. Might be, oh, we're having the gremlins tonight, aren't we? Right, I'm going to have to restart that program altogether. But essentially, the blue and yellow there just means a signal, a strength, intensity. Let me just restart this one. Already the gremlins tonight. Right, there we go. And let's get you over onto the big screen. And I think it's about there. We want to align, and then we bring it. It's had another sulk. Hold on. Why are you sulking tonight? What is you doing? There we go. Right, it's worked again then. Yeah, there we go. We're back in action. Oh, what is going on? The software is having a sulk. Right, we'll try. No. It's not having it tonight. Why are you freezing every 5 seconds? So, this is the actual radio receiving software that's having a bit of a sulk tonight. Right, I'm going to unplug it. Let's go manual with this. Let's go old school. Hold on. Right, you know. Right, let's give this one another go, shall we? So we're meant to be doing a live alien radio signal hunt, but the one of the softwares is having a little bit of a sulk, and sadly it's the most important part, isn't it? It's actually getting the bloody frequencies in. Right, let's hope a little bit of manual intervention there of plugging it in and taking it out is going to have worked. Sorry, bouncing you around. Right, there we go. Right, hopefully, touch wood, that is going to work now. But, oh my god. Now that is very strange. The signal intensity seems to have dropped. Okay, interesting. We'll have to see if that adjusts itself. Not sure why that might be having a bit of a sulk, but it's a very good question, because now it's all in the blue. Ah, there we go. We're getting a little bit back again. So it looks like the signal intensity is rising. That shouldn't continue to rise, but there we go, getting back to where we was. So maybe the software was just taking a minute to catch up. But yeah, so essentially the yellow, it goes, the blue is your background noise basically, and if that signal strength on a particular frequency there, if it gets high enough, it goes yellow to go, hey, look, there might be something interesting there. And then if it goes red, then you know it's very, very strong, and it is worth having a closer look there. And then directly behind me, you guys over on TikTok can't see this, but if you're on the horizontal view, if you're over on YouTube or Twitch, we are at The Thing, a UFO, on all the platforms are there. You get the horizontal view, and you can see behind me, which is a live sky map there. And as the night moves on, the stars will sweep across the sky, and you can see which close by stars are in range of our dish. And then you can see a bit more information there, the waveform, audio waveform analysis in the middle left up there, comparing it to past signals like the WOW signal. And in the middle section here, you see some information on the stars, and currently we have a star called Fomalhaut in range. It's normally in range for us this time. It's 25.13 light years, so that means that distance, it'll take 25.13 years for a radio signal to come all of that way over here and for us to detect it right here. So it would have been a few months after we all celebrated the millennium that a signal would have been sent. Same for the light from that star as well there. And oh my god, the data, the numbers, fried brain. I feel definitely fried at the minute. What is going on with our data there? And 2 spikes tonight. Where's roughly 16? Oh, so 16 is right far down. So we're quite zoomed in. We're not too far from the hydrogen line up there. So the spike we're getting is still 1.420.05 there. So it's only slightly there. And Mike, how are you doing? Good to see you in there. And maybe solar, maybe the radio has been impacted across Europe. I think there's got to be something like that going on at the minute. That is why, because this has been all blue for a good few days. And then since last night, it's come alive, hasn't it? This background noise there. Fraser's in the house. How are you doing? Good to see you in tonight. Thank you for the gifts there. God, I've missed loads there. Nemo, Carl, Fraser as well. And thank you guys for feeding Alan.
Thank you for the alien pets, guys.
All goes back into the stream, other than the alien pets, which Alan eats there as well. This is so cool. Thank you, Robster. And honestly, I feel the same. Hey, the cowboy hat. Thank you, Blue Nose. How are you doing? It's good to see you in there. Thank you for that. I bottled out of growing the moustache. I keep meaning to do it, but I shaved this week. I said I wasn't going to, but I did there. But this is so cool, and yeah, I'm glad other people think so as well there. Really did wonder if it'd just be me looking at the stars, listening to static, but no, we found a really curious, cool bunch of people that are willing to share their experiences and knowledge as well. And Jason, just wondered your view if extraterrestrials have visited our planet. Jason's have a very, very good question, isn't it? Because when we talk about the alien question, there's like a whole shade. It's like it's on a spectrum, isn't it? It's like, is alien life out there at all? Most probably. Look at the number of stars that we now know have planets around there. Now, is there intelligent life, and is there civilizations amongst all of that? Or maybe that's quite rare. maybe we do have a unique Earth there. I still think it's going to be quite common. Even intelligent life, I think, is probably going to be very, very common. I'm in the 99% with that now. Have they visited us here on Earth? I wasn't as confident, but doing this stream and some of the stuff, particularly that's coming out of the US at the minute, the whistleblowers and stuff, I'm really finding a lot of those guys credible there. So it's really putting me into the 90% there as well. And Miguel as well, thank you for the heart, very, very kind. And it all goes back into the stream there. Loving the likes as too. And Ahab as well, 1665 and 1667 is where the last signal from Free Eye was seen. Now, that is an interesting range for Free Eye, isn't it, actually, down all the way down here. So we're not too far from it, but the 1.6, that's very close, isn't it, to satellite communication and stuff there. Do you like the moustache there, Sheps? Appreciate that. Guys, if you are just joining us, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt. We're sweeping the stars, hopefully hearing ET sending a message saying hello. As the Earth rotates, our dish will sweep across the sky, passing over stars that hopefully will have an inhabited planet. They'll be sending us a signal. If it does, it will come through at the very, very top of the screen, and in the middle bit here, we'll start to analyze that signal. Now, they are very rare, these signals, very, very rare indeed, but not impossible. In fact, they seem to be coming up more frequently over the last few years. There's been a really good number of potential alien radio signal candidates, and we'd love to hear one for ourselves. Do let us know where you're all joining us from tonight, guys. And do give us a follow, because we do something like this every night. So we're either doing this if it's cloudy, the alien radio signal search, or there's some footage of our live UFO, UAP, skywatch, still the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night sky. We're based in Wiltshire in the United Kingdom, which is just down the road from Stonehenge, but we're right in the heart of Crop Circle country. So these are the skies to a watch there. And Ayab as well, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
There, and Ayab just got booted off. Oh, Mr. Oh, damn. So yeah, we're saying that's an interesting signal range, isn't it, there? Because that is the satellite to Earth communication, just very close to it. So it's interesting getting signals like that. Is that still the ones that they think are organic signals, or is this other ones there? And Maya's in. How are you doing, Maya? Thank you for the heart. That's very kind. Jason as well, what's your view on the SETI, the WOW signal? So I like the WOW signal. For me, that is probably the best candidate we have. Now, there are a few scientific explanations, but they're not very, very good ones, in my opinion there. I think they go quite against Occam's razor there. I think they're kind of, they want this to have happened in the right wind on a full moon. Yeah, I think actually we start to get into the realms that it probably is a life reaching us there. What do you guys think on that? But it's not just the WOW signal, there have been others. I've been neglecting you guys over on the other platforms, so let's go over quickly to TikTok there. I'm hanging out here for a bit. Right, do you reading? Oh, excellent. Okay. The Mercury microwave. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Looking forward to that one. And Raf's in the house. In short, we're looking for a needle and around 20 haystack. Actually, Raf, that's probably quite a good explanation. We never know when we're going to pass over the right star there that's going to have an inhabited planet. And then when are they going to be sending the signals? What frequency is that going to be? Is it going to be a monthly thing for them? Maybe a year? Maybe 100 years to them is like a year. Maybe they do it annually. You know, it's trying to get our heads around all of that. It's a long one, but they are out there as well. And Private's in. Good to see you there. And Norman as well. Are you listening to 1.6? That's what a certain Travis used. So, no, we're not listening to 1.6, sadly. Now, 1.6 is such a good suggestion because there's been a long history of UFOs and UAPs potentially using that frequency range there for direct communication. The issue for us in searching that is because that part of the, in fact, the rest of the radio spectrum, other than the bit that we're listening to, it has other uses. And in fact, I think 1.6 is used for satellite to ground communications there. So if we do get a signal in, then we cannot be sure actually if we're just picking up an Earth-based signal, a bit of our technology, or is it a UFO? So that's why we check, one of the reasons why we do this frequency here. So we are searching the hydrogen line, and that is the frequency that scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there message, and there have been a good number of potential signals detected here in the past. So that's another reason there, but also because it's so useful for radio astronomy there, for science, for learning about the universe, there'll always be eyes and ears in this frequency, and they keep it reserved. You're not allowed to transmit on it there, because all the old radio astronomers want to be using it there. So that's why we do it, because again, if we get a signal, it's unlikely to be some sort of Earth-based technology. There, Maya, loads of gifts, and Carl as well. Thank you, guys. There, Peter too, and Maya feeding Alan, getting him ready for his spacewalkies.
Thank you for the alien pet skies.
Where am I? Back over in the TikTok chat there. And also, gale force winds here and rain hammering down in Somerset. Oh, they caught me coming off of the train. I got off the train at past, walked home, and it was like sideways wind. I was absolutely soaked through, so I'm still here a bit damp. It's very wet there. And Robin, what site do you use? So what we're doing, one of the softwares is browser based because we're making it ourselves. It's a lot damn easier to run it in a browser. But what we're using, so it's our own dish going into our own amplifiers and filters and things like that, and then that comes into a software radio dongle there, SDR dongle, which then means we can see it in the computer. That is that top line of the screen there, and that's in some open source software that anybody can get, which is SDR++. And now these middle sections, so this bit here, the bits that you guys can't see on here that are on the other side, if you're looking on YouTube and Twitch, you can see those, the extra analysis and the sky view behind me. That is all our own software, and that's why it has a sulk occasionally. There, but that's what we're using. We are trying to open it up to other people though. It's not quite stable enough yet, but we do want to have it so then you guys can just go to a website at any time during the day, even if we're not streaming, and do a little bit of hunting yourselves there. Let us know if something flanks up and we're not noticing it there. It's organic signals. It's still very interesting that it's on that frequency band though, isn't it? I don't know enough. I mean, we know nature is very noisy in radio anyway, constantly putting out tons of radio signals there, and every reason has its own frequency, but I don't know enough about that one yet. Loving the stickers there, Maya. And where are we through there as well? May appreciate the shares. It is those shares and those likes, guys, that helps us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena so we can all piece this puzzle together there. And if you're not following us already, definitely click follow, because we do something like this every night. If it's cloudy, we can't get that camera out, we're doing this, the live alien radio signal hunt. If it's not though, like it wasn't the other day and the moon was up full, we do a live moon watch there, see all the craters, all the details, talk about how weird the moon is, or no moon, but we got a nice sky. We see all the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night sky up there. And if you're following, you'll get that notification, hopefully, when we go live there. Loving the stickers there. Have we got them on that one? Have we got a contact one? No, we've got the Interstellar one. I do like those stickers. So we've actually got our stream stickers, as real life stickers. You can get them from our little TikTok shop there. They're only a short run. We thought they were a novelty. So there's only a handful left there, guys. And as well, if you are new here, come and join our Discord channel. Lots of interesting things. And AUP is 100% right there. We've got a really cool Discord community there. You can join it via the link in our bio. We've got a really good interesting things section there. And also a dedicated 3i Atlas chat there. So all the latest news that our community are putting in there. Interesting things, 3i Atlas, and also what my favourite bit is the personal experiences sections. You guys are sharing some fantastic first-hand accounts with the phenomena there, images and videos too. So, yeah, absolutely worth checking that out. Or you can add yours to it, and we do a monthly alien-themed movie club as well there. So we've voted now for this month. So last Friday of this month, we're going to be watching, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So it's going to be a classic there, and we watch it separately, but at the same time, and chat along there. Peter as well coming in with the likes there. Appreciate that, guys. Alan is fed now. It's walkies time. Exactly. And J-Man, thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight, guys? Do say hello in the chat when you're joining us. They want to know where you are joining us from there. How do you have your own disc, Jason? Oh, you can just buy them. Our one's quite large. It's about the biggest one I could fit in my garden there, because the bigger, the more sensitive. And the more sensitive there, the quieter the noise we could potentially hear. Now, it's not obviously as good as those absolutely massive ones, but this is within the realms of being able to detect these potential signals, but only just, though. It's about fucking this big. My neighbours were very confused when I started assembling it, wondering what TV channels I was trying to get, and I didn't have the heart to tell them I was looking for aliens there. A couple of interesting articles on radio signals and 3i in this Discord. There's quite a few interesting ones you've put up there. They are worth checking out, guys. There as well. And as Bear says, the stickers are available in the TikTok shop. There's only a handful left, I think. Where are we? Dennis Stevens in over on the YouTube. How you doing, matey? Couldn't get on the TikTok channel. Wouldn't load. TikTok has been so odd for us lately, and for a lot of people in our community getting bans and strikes and things. So that's why we've got the YouTube and the Twitch simulcasting as well there. So you can join us on all those platforms, and plus you get to see a bit more of the screen, more of the analysis, or more of the sky when we're doing a live skywatch there. So do give us a follow, at least as a backup there on those platforms. Where are we then? Outlander's in the house. How are you doing tonight, Outlander? Good to see you in. Hope your day has been going well. And Emma as well, thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight there? Dave as well, good to see you in. Guys, let us know where you're joining us from and how do you feel about the phenomena. Skeptics are welcome here as well. You don't have to always fully believe because there are so many different flavours, different genres to the phenomena there. Oh my God, is that an Alan on my head? I didn't know he landed on my head there. Thank you, AUP. And Alan says thank you as a friend for him. I didn't know they were animated, those ones. But yes, Alan, tell us how you feel about it. Got any questions as well? There are no silly questions here. If you want to know what it is we're doing, how it works, how space works, ask away there. Mayo, you've got paranormal investigators following the Discord. I told them, oh, excellent. Yeah, I tried to find the group, but I couldn't find the exact group. You'll have to tag me in one of their posts because I want to follow them. It sounds very, very interesting. So Mayo was on a live last night, and I haven't checked the messages, but I'm looking forward to seeing the clips from that one there. So probably worth checking out that, guys, as well. Mayo's got some really interesting stuff because you do the spirit photography, and now they are worth checking out. There, Mark as well. I bet that went well first to the neighbours. It's a very small little village here, small in what I'm used to. So I think word gets around pretty quick. But we'll check out on our main TikTok page. There's a couple of videos that aren't just the clips, and it's kind of the point of view of what my neighbours see when I'm doing the stream. Because we've got this big green light, and I've got a window directly in front of me. And God knows what the neighbour. This glow just appearing, and a big dish there as well. Milton Keynes, home of the roundabouts. Yeah, roundabout central your way. Well, welcome. How are your skies in Milton Keynes tonight? They're as overcast and as drab as they are here. There. Couldn't resist. He was cute, wasn't he? The little buddies for Alan are there. He can't eat those. And Alan on your head is there as well. And it's okay. How you doing there? 3-Eye Atlas. So it's a very, very interesting object there. I think I'm leaning now again to the just a fancy interstellar object or something along those lines. But again, it's not a hard-held belief at all. I just don't think it's done anything yet that really conclusively says this is 100% aliens, definitely can't be explained by nature. It's also done enough, though, to say that this is a very bloody odd comet there. But how do you guys feel on it? It's definitely the talk of the minute, isn't it, there? No worries there. And Joe, Contact, well, this is exactly what we're doing. It's like the film Contact. So if you've seen that one with Jodie Foster, or The Arrival with is it Charlie Sheen back in the day, and then there's another one as well, isn't there? Basically, this is what we're doing. We've got a big dish and we're listening out there. We don't know when those signals are going to come. It's a bit like the lottery. We never know when they're going to pass over a star that has a planet that's inhabited by intelligent life, and when will they be sending us those signals? We just don't know, but we do know they'll only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds there, because that is how long it will take for the Earth's rotation for our dish to pass over and away from any source. That's one of the ways that we can tell that it's not a local source, it's not a satellite that's giving us that signal there. So we've got to wait for that spike there as well. And as well, thank you for the heart, and Mikhail as well, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks.
It's right for him to eat those ones, isn't it? Let me scroll down here. I'm behind there, but Contact was such a good film there. So I wanted to see First Contact. Oh, is that another film? I don't think I've seen First Contact there. But I wouldn't. The actual event of First Contact, 100%. Like, wouldn't that be epic to be witness to that in some way? Kind of like the moon landing, but like tenfold there. There seems to be even more checks tonight. Well, there's definitely a lot more activity, isn't there? Well, we're on 10 already. We've only been on for 22 minutes, so it does seem like it tonight. Oh man, I ordered your stickers. That's very kind of you. Well, they'll go out tomorrow, and we'll get those ones sorted for you then as well. Appreciate that one. And AYs, thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight? Let me quickly pump over so I can catch up with the other chats here. Over on the YouTubes there. I get comments like "nice kitty" removed from TikTok. Oh, we've had the word banana, we've had smiley face removed. It's ridiculous, Stephen, but I'm glad you found us over here as well there. And Outlander, so to the night of the yellow line, to the right of the yellow line, what is that peak and what does it mean? Anything? So good spotting there, Outlander. So this one here, this is actually the reason why we put this here. There is a little bit of an interference signal here, and we think it's like a local electronic interference coming in on the chain there. So it's not necessarily an alien signal. It's when it is there, it's there for a very long period of time, but we can see that getting up here, and this is what we were saying yesterday, that we're seeing this little plateau That doesn't, to me, look like one of these ridges. It looks closer to this, which means there's a very faint signal there. And this is right where we would expect to see that signal. So it is very, very interesting and eagle-eyed there. Raf as well, I think the right the line is the local interval. That's the one, yeah. So I'm so late to get to you there. Now, where was I in the chat? Lemorx as well, you do a film night once a month. We do an alien themed movie night, so we vote on it in our little Discord community there, and yeah, once a month, last Friday of the month normally at 10 PM UK time, we'll sit down to watch it together and then chat along in the Discord. It gets pretty funny, pretty unhinged, and everybody's welcome to join there. Even if you're a new member, pop in, say hello. It's a great way to get accustomed to it there, but also check out those awesome things that are on our little Discord community there. Why is my little text misplaced tonight? There we go. Let me move that down so you can actually see the frequencies. But we do, and you're all welcome. Have this going on your desk, Mayor. Alan likes that. He wants to make sure that you're always visible. And if you got a good signal, who would you need or want to inform? Jason, that's a very, very good question. And embarrassingly, I didn't have an answer for that until recently. You think, well, what would you do? I mean, this is the whole point of it, isn't it? What is that next step? How do we take it to the next level there? And essentially, well, what the big boys would do, if they get a signal in, then one of their first passes of first tests is it a local source? Something's in the way there. So they point their telescope away and then back again. And if the signal disappears when they're pointing at a different star, then they know, right, okay, it's a point source there. And then after that, they'll call up their friends, possibly at the same time, of another big dish somewhere else in the world that can see in that direction. And they go, right, point it over here, lads. Can you see this too? It's that second signal source confirmation there. And then it's going to come from a different place there. It's unlikely to catch the same satellite sending the same signal. So that's normally their protocol. We don't do that because we don't have anybody to call. And sadly, our dish as well isn't quite as precise there as the big ones, so we can't really give a specific destination there. But the more people that do this, the more time that we can work together with these things and get those confirmations. So mainly for us, it's we get the information, we record it here, and then we share it as well, and hopefully raise some interest in it. That's mainly our procedure. It's a very good question there, Mayor. Coming in with the hashtags, it is those likes, those shares, those hashtags that helps us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena, so we can all piece this puzzle together. Loving the stickers use there, guys. If you're joining us for the first time, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt. We're searching on the hydrogen line. That's the yellow line at the top of the screen there. The frequency, the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello. Is anybody else out there message? And in the 1970s, you may have heard just that. The infamous wow signal was detected right there at the top of the screen, but also a number of other ones. And James, thank you for the hearts. We're a bit late there. And Paul as well, coming in with the gifts. All the gifts, the subs, the Patreons and things do go back into the stream there, helping improve what we do. So thank you for those. But yeah, so we're listening out for those potential alien radio signals tonight. We'll go into some details of some other signals that have been heard, because it's not just the wow signal that I think is very, very interesting there, but we've got some activity. Look at the yellow dancing away there. There's something going on, and probably all that sonar activity we're having at the minute, that's really, that background noise of the universe there is really, really amping up. I didn't know you could breathe down the wrong hole, but I've just managed it. And interestingly, a lot of the NASA antennae are down for maintenance. Lots of convenient things with them at the minute, isn't there? I'm very, very sus out there. Bring Alan to work there. Do you think your work could handle it? I can barely do it there. Hydration. Thank you, Mal. How you doing, Paul? Good to see you in. And Jeff, thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight there? Do say hello. And Psych Ward, I've been abducted. Recently? Tell us more. Hey, Blue Nose. Loving the stickers there. Let me scroll down a little bit more, make sure I'm up to date there. Bougie's in. How are you doing tonight? We're all good. We're in a happy place, all of you guys. And look, we've got all this activity. Not only have we got the ridge again here, that looks like a faint signal coming in right where we want it, but also we got our little friend back over here. So that's what I mean. This one, saying this last night, to me looks more like this little ridge here than it does one of the normal fluctuations and undulations there, because that's the sign of a faint electronic interference signal. So it's all going off tonight there. Thank you for the likes as well. Jordan's in. How are you doing, Jordan, there? I'm up to date. Let me quickly go back over to the YouTubes there as well. Raf, don't worry, Samuel, we've been here so long, we know how to tell the others. Thank you, Raf, I appreciate it. Because it's normally a wait, isn't it, for me to get around to people there. Stephen, it's rain here in Wiltshire, going to get cold next week. Winter's on the way. Oh, it definitely is. And my heating bill is already screaming at me about that one. But it's absolutely miserable getting off the train tonight. Full on, absolutely soaked there. Jag as well is in, and Jordan, thank you for the heart, that's very, very kind. So we are doing another alien radio signal hunt tonight. We're searching on the hydrogen line, the frequency scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there message. But it's called the hydrogen line because it's the frequency that hydrogen gas naturally emits a radio signal as it decays, basically. And because it's the most abundant molecule, element, whatever, in our galaxy, it's absolutely everywhere, so it's a nice consistent effect no matter where you are. So wherever you tune in your radio in our galaxy, I'll see you in a bit, Bougie. No matter where you are in our galaxy, if you tune into this frequency, you're going to hear the same thing. You're going to hear hydrogen decaying there, whereas all the other frequencies, it's not quite the same. There are different stars, different solar events, all this sort of stuff going off. The space is very noisy in the radio bands there, so it's different. It's kind of like when you drive your car across country. All of the local stations, they're all on different frequencies. You know, you drive one county to another and you find the local station, you've got to adjust it there. But the hydrogen line is the equivalent of the national stations there. Like BBC Radio 1 is always going to be on 98.8, no matter where you are in the country. The hydrogen line is like that, and because of that, and because it's that big flag, that big marker there on the radio spectrum, scientists think that's the best place to put a message if you want it to be heard there. If you're going to pick one of the thousands of channels on radio, that's one of the reasons why. But also it's very useful for radio astronomy because of that consistency there. So it's always going to have scientists listening and observing on this frequency. No matter what our communication technology might be, they're always going to be observing on this line, listening out there. And if our scientists are doing this, we think that the old alien scientists would probably do the same. And again, that's why you'd put that message here. So we're not talking about ET talking to ET. Danny, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from? We're not talking about ET sending out their international or intergalactic delivery orders or anything like that. No, we are listening out purposely for an intelligent species. They're sending the hello, is anybody else out there, a message, those long distances there. And Sissy as well, thank you for the likes. It is those likes and those shares, guys, that helps us reach more and more like-minded people like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena so we can all piece this puzzle together there. Let me scroll down. Oh no, I'm up to date. But yeah, that's one of the interesting reasons there. Now, we've obviously got oh my god, my brain, the WOW signal, there we go. That is one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal ever detected back in the mid to late 70s there. Again, all the hallmarks of an intelligent radio signal not coming from this earth. Everything you want, where you would expect to see it. But it's not the only one. And I know over the years there've been a handful of other interesting signals, but not as much as there actually have been there. Sarah, if there is, tell my boys to stop fighting and get in bed. Well, Sarah, I think Alan can do that one. Alan, he's going to use his telepathic powers there to tell them to calm down. Kate, does this work with your young ones as well? But yeah, so there's been a number of interesting candidate signals there. And Aqua, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight? There a number of interesting ones. Now, one of my recent favourites was the Ross 128 signal there, and it's called that because Ross 128 is a star. I think it's about 10-11 light years from us, so it's quite close in stellar terms. It's a red dwarf star, about 9 billion years old, so it's older than our star, and its solar system will therefore be older. And they do think that they have detected a couple of signals, again, intelligent-looking signals, non-organic-looking signals there. They do look like they've detected those coming from this star. The interesting thing about this star in particular is that we know that it has an exoplanet, it's a planet in its orbit there, like we are in orbit of our sun, that is within the habitable zone, like us there. So liquid water could survive Earth, life could be prevalent there. So for me, when I heard that, I thought that is very, very interesting. That we may be getting signals from there as well, but there's also a few others as well. That Utah, Utah, I'm very, very jealous there. So what are your experiences? I've got so many questions there. So we know of Utah for a number of reasons, mainly over here in the UK, but I think for our community, the big one is going to be, am I going to get this totally wrong? It's Skinwalker Ranch in Utah, isn't it? I've not totally messed that one up. there. But yeah, have you seen anything strange yourself there? I walked upstairs, as you said, and he said that he froze. He did it. Well, there we go. Alan, he's got the power. We'll have to try that with your little ones there, Kate. Alan's mind control. It's Bubba, how you doing? Southside Chicago. Welcome aboard. So we are doing this live. I better introduce where we're from. So we're doing this live from the UK, but particularly we are in Wiltshire, which is a county known for crop circles. This is where most of the crop circles happen, but we're just down the road from Stonehenge. So it's a very ancient and mythical landscape here of a long history of the phenomenon. Now that's good. It doesn't really matter so much when we're doing this long distance radio search there, but we do a live UAP skywatch every night that the clouds pass there. We see all the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night sky. So welcome everybody aboard for our little quest for more information there. Marcus is in. How are you doing? Good to see you in, matey. Let me scroll down here. Accra, can you repeat that about Utah? Yeah, sorry, I stumbled there. So Utah, what is, we know it for a few reasons, don't we? But is it Skinwalker Ranch? Skinwalker Ranch that is located in Utah, I think, isn't it? And so, have you ever experienced some things that you haven't, that you cannot explain? Love to hear about those ones. There, where are we? Let me scroll through. Over on the YouTubes as well. Let's have a check-in tonight. Tank is in. How you doing there? And what's the basic equipment you would need to do this from home? I've dug out the old telescope ready for a clear night, and thank you for the streams. Well, Outlander, I love to hear that one. A few people have done exactly the same. They've dusted off the telescopes, or they've got telescopes, and I just think that is amazing. The more people we can get looking up, I think is absolutely the better there. So the minimum equipment, really, because you can actually get radio equipment quite easily and quite cheaply. It really starts to scale when you're talking about how sensitive it can be. So obviously these are vast distances that we're talking about here. So by the time any radio signal reaches us, it's likely to be a very, very faint, sadly, there. So therefore we need, the bigger ear, the more sensitive ear equipment. So essentially the bigger dish you can get, the better there. But you could probably get the USB dongle and things like that. I don't know, we're talking, I think you can start off from about 50 quid. But yeah, I want to get the dish, that's another few hundred there. The amplifiers and stuff, again, another 150, something like that. There. It's not the worst hobby in the world. It is reasonably accessible, there. Let me scroll up to here as well. Marcus and Simon, hello guys, thank you for the hearts there as well. It all goes back into the streamer there. Let me just scroll through here. Oh, Norman, your message is not there anymore. I wonder why that is. I have to try again. Oh God, why is my little thing going there? Let's go here. Some of the best moon shots. On our moon shots aren't that great, but I do love this is our moon. When we do it though, we do get quite good shot though for the equipment we have. We do need a telescope though, don't we? Tank. That'll be, I think, the next one. Have a super zoom there. Let me scroll down. Where am I in the chat? Am I up to date there? Aqua as well. Yes, Skinwalker Ranch. I have, but I was young, so I don't know if my mind played tricks on me. Oh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling there. I mean, I'd love to hear it if you want to share it. You don't have to, obviously, but we would always love to hear it there. We've got a really cool community over on Discord as well. We've got a really good personal experiences section where a lot of you guys are sharing those things. But I had a paranormally sort of experience when I was young, and I remember the experience as clear as day, and it wasn't a very sensational. It was like clearly paranormal, or I'm 100% hallucinating. There's no in between with this. It's quite mundane, but also very clearly paranormal. And I remember it so clearly. And I remember telling my parents about it, and I remember then recounting the story repeatedly over the years. But you start to then go, but what if I did just totally make it up, or something years ago? I've now just forgotten about that. But you start to question yourself, don't you? With it. And Marcus, our first granddaughter has arrived from the mothership, weighing 8 pounds 4 ounces, all healthy. Marcus, congratulations. Alan says, congratulations. That's beautiful news there. Absolutely love that one. There we go. That cheers us up from the day that we've been having, guys. I think that is awesome news. And does granddaughter have a name yet? Or is it too early there? Yeah, Maya, I've been aboard Starship Alan for 181 days. Surely you're due some leave. You've been trapped on board with us lot. You'll go mad. There, Simon's in the house. And driving through where there are fields, I saw something running along the side of the car at the same speed. Okay, that would freak me out. Because when you're in a car, at least you have that sense of security. You're in something bigger, faster, you can get away if you need to. But if it starts matching you, that's enough for my Scooby-Doo instinct to kick in there, I think. Marcus sent a treasure box. Remember to thank Marcus, guys, when you claim that one. And Simon as well, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks, guys.
And for the likes there, because it is those likes and those shares that helps us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena so we can all piece this puzzle together there. Guys, if you're joining us for the first time, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt. We're searching on a frequency called the hydrogen line. That's the yellow line at the top of the screen. It's the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello, is anybody else out there message. We've heard some stuff like that a few times, the wow signal back in the 1970s, but that's what we're doing today. We're listening out for those signals. As the Earth rotates, our dish will sweep across the night sky, passing